Texas is a football state, plain and simple, where high-stakes programs, passionate fans, and non-stop rivalries reign. Football in Texas is more than just a sport, and when you zoom in on the college scene, the question becomes far more heated. Among the three biggest programs in the Lone Star State, Texas Longhorns, Texas Tech Red Raiders, and Texas A&M Aggies, who truly runs Texas? Who's building something real? Who's trending upward? And who's losing grip on their claim to the throne? We'll look at each program's preseason expectations, off-season moves, and in-season performances, and by the end, we'll decide which team currently owns the state. Before we jump into it, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss future breakdowns like this. Let's start with Texas Tech, the program that's been quietly pushing its way into conversations reserved for its bigger in-state rivals. The Red Raiders entered the 2025 season ranked number 23 in the preseason AP poll, a modest ranking, but one that carried hope and a bit of swagger. Their transfer portal haul was among the nation's best, with 22 new additions, a mix of proven veterans and promising young talent. The message was clear. Texas Tech wasn't waiting to develop dominance over time. They were buying into immediate competitiveness. Head coach Joey McGuire doubled down on a formula that's worked for some mid-tier programs, using the transfer portal as a lifeline. Tech fans loved the aggressiveness. The roster looked deeper and more physical than it had in years, but the early reality check was coming. A shocking loss to unranked Arizona State in Week 8 sent a chill through Lubbock. In a game where the chemistry wasn't there, and the team's inconsistency on both sides of the ball exposed the limits of a roster built quickly rather than organically. Still, the Red Raiders remain one of the most unpredictable and dangerous teams in the Big 12. Their offense can light up the scoreboard on the right night, and their defense, while inconsistent, has shown flashes of the toughness needed to compete with bigger programs. The problem? Consistency. Tech's talent has grown, but identity is still shaky. Are they an air raid offense, a ground-heavy team built around balance? That lack of clarity keeps them from being taken seriously as a state leader. To their credit, McGuire and his staff have built a culture that players buy into. Tech has one of the strongest NIL infrastructures outside of the traditional powerhouses, and their recruiting reach is expanding beyond West Texas. But for now, they're still in the trying to belong phase. The Red Raiders are knocking at the door, but the house still belongs to someone else. When it comes to brand power, tradition, and recruiting reach, no team in Texas comes close to the Longhorns. But power on paper doesn't always equal dominance on the field. Texas came into 2025 with sky-high expectations. For the first time in school history, they opened as the number one team in the AP poll and topped the coaches poll. The hype was national and generational. Fans believed this was finally the year when Texas would silence the "they're back" jokes once and for all. The roster was stacked. Former five-star Arch Manning was ready to take full command of the offense. The defense was loaded with NFL-caliber talent. The coaching staff, led by Steve Sarkisian, had the experience and the resources. Everything lined up for a national title run. But somewhere between the promise and the execution, things began to unravel. Texas struggled to find rhythm offensively, with protection issues and inconsistent quarterback play limiting their explosive potential. The running game, once a staple of their success, sputtered at key moments. A headline from CBS Sports captured it perfectly. Texas fails to live up to lofty hype. Offensive shortcomings plague Longhorns. Those words cut deep for a fan base that's tired of hearing excuses. The Longhorns haven't completely fallen apart. they've still shown flashes of their elite ceiling. But every close loss and offensive meltdown chips away at the early season optimism. Off the field, though, Texas continues to operate like a powerhouse. Their facilities, NIL deals, and recruiting reach remain unmatched. The Longhorns can reload faster than almost anyone, but that advantage can also breed complacency, and this season has tested their mental toughness. There's still Texas, the brand, the swagger, the expectation. But right now, they look more like a team in need of recalibration than one ready to run the state. If they finish strong, they'll reassert themselves. But for the moment, they've slipped from the top spot they were supposed to own. Now, let's talk about the team that's actually living up to the hype. While Texas was dominating headlines, the Texas A&M Aggies were quietly putting together a complete football program built on results. Head coach Mike Elko entered the 25 season with a clear mission: consistency. After years of big recruiting wins that didn't translate to success under Jimbo Fisher, Elko rebuilt the culture around accountability and execution. The offseason was quietly excellent. A&M landed a top transfer class, shored up their offensive line, and solidified their defense, especially at linebacker and secondary. By mid-season, those moves were paying off. The Aggies climbed to number 3 in the nation, sitting undefeated and looking more balanced than at any time in recent history. Then came their defining moment, October 25th, 2025, in Baton Rouge. Texas A&M did more than beat LSU. They dominated them, 49-25. Quarterback Marcel Reed threw for 202 yards, rushed for 108 more, and led the Aggies to their best start, 8-0, since 1992. That win snapped a losing streak at LSU and solidified A&M as not just the top team in Texas, but a legitimate national playoff contender. Everything about this Aggies team screams balance. Their offense isn't flashy, but it's efficient. Their defense hits hard and plays disciplined football. Most importantly, they found an identity: tough, consistent, and confident. Off the field, A&M's recruiting pipeline is humming. The Aggies' NIL support, particularly from their massive alumni base, continues to rival that of any SEC powerhouse. Players know that when they commit to College Station, they're stepping into a stable, well-funded, and well-coached environment. It's that blend of stability and ambition that separates the Aggies from the rest of the Texas trio. While others are trying to figure out what they are, A&M already knows. They're not just chasing wins, they're building something that lasts. So, who really runs Texas? Let's break it down. Texas Tech is climbing. Texas has the pedigree and resources, but the program that currently holds the most control in the state is the Texas A&M Aggies. Their offseason work, consistent performance, and recent landmark victory over LSU place them ahead of the pack. Even if the road ahead gets rocky, they've earned the right to be recognized as the benchmark right now. Which program do you believe will come out on top by season's end? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and check out our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.